Today for something completely different and not retro, unless you count the new Switch 2 as retro already. Maybe if you watch this video in 10 years or so. This actually is retro, and this is how we unboxed a Switch 2. And here it is. The Nintendo Switch 2 just came in. And I did my pre-order on Amazon and I didn't get the Mario bundle, so I bought Mario Kart World separately. And this features this 24 races. Yeah, we will see about that. And other than the normal Switch games, which have a clear case, this one is red. All the Switch 2 games are red and have this Switch 2 on the top and on the side. So let's take a peek inside. What do we have? We have an inner print. Nice. We have this leaflet recycling the product. You just bought a product and they tell you how to recycle it. Nice. Oh, the clips are gone here. I think the clips were on this side. And we have this red Nintendo Switch 2 cartridge. I read that these don't actually contain the game, but just act as kind of a key card, and you have to download the game to the SD card. I hope that is not true. And I'm not sure if you can see it on the package. I don't think it does say so anywhere. No, it doesn't say. Yeah, we will see when we plug it in what happens. Okay, on to the main attraction, which is this right here. And this is not sealed, by the way. It's just like this. So all the resellers can try it out and sell it. Ah, okay, I see. So I assume these are trays. There are two layers to this. Let's start with the bottom layer, maybe. We have a power supply, which is not sealed in, and this is basically a notebook charger, like on the MacBook. I will not take this out because it's just a standard charger, and we have a standard USB-C cable with a Nintendo logo. I will also leave this in the box, or in the back. We have this right here, which is the new Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con holder. Yeah, that's a bit bigger than the original one from the Switch 1, that is. And we have these magnetic docks, so no more rails to slip into. We have the dock. It's the Switch dock, or rather the Switch 2 dock. Okay, that is a bit more rounded than the original one. We have two USB ports on this side, nothing on this side. If we open this up, we have a LAN port, HDMI out, and a plug for the AC adapter. Have to give them that. It's a bit flimsy here, you can just press it together, not sure. I think the other one was a bit more stable. Yeah, and inside there's still just USB-C connector. The box is, yeah, nothing to write home about, it's just a box. Switch 2 on both sides. By the way, there are not even games on here anywhere. It's just the console, no games. We have the Joy-Con 2s. These are much heavier than the first iteration. Interesting design. So we have two buttons here if you use it in Mario Kart mode. And there's also a little laser in here if you use it as a mouse, like this. Not sure if both can be used as a mouse, but it looks like it, because this one has a laser too. Interesting. So let's put these on here. Ah, wow. Yeah, these are pretty hefty magnets. They snap in here, and they stay in, and you have to push this button here to get it loose, and all this button does is it's a truly mechanical button. This forces this little knob out, and that seems to be enough to remove the magnets. Yeah, that snaps in place, and that's super sturdy. There's just a little flex, but that's pretty much less than on the first switch. That's pretty good. Yeah, button wise we have these D-pads, minus, plus, 2 Joy-Cons or 2 joysticks. I think these are not that tall in terms of height. Then the switch 1 ones, A, B, X, Y, and we have home and the Amiibo. I call it the Amiibo button because you can put Amiibos on there. And we have this C button, which is for the voice chat or chat control. So that's how it looks from behind. It feels okay. I think it's a bit too narrow for my taste for a real controller. So I think for me it would be ideal if it was like that. So maybe a centimeter to the side, but might work. Okay, so let's, here's a lot of paperwork. Is it a lot really? Let's see. We have some paperwork. Oh, and there's the HDMI cable hidden below, and 2 of these clips to put it on your wrist. Okay. And this HDMI cable is also Nintendo branded, as you can see here. I will also leave this in here because I have HDMI cables for days. And here is the important information, which is in several languages and just says nothing. And here is the star of the show, the Switch 2. Screen is nice. Okay, let's connect the Joy-Cons. And let's see. Yeah, that's much bigger than the original Switch. I think this is more in terms of a Steam Deck, size-wise in terms of a Steam Deck. Now we have the flimsy stand. Yeah, that's not great. And it's metal this time, at least this part here. We have the micro SD card slot, USB-C, 2 speakers. We have power, volume, another USB port. I think this one is for the camera, microphone, headphones, and the cartridge slot, which is on this plastic tab here. Not sure what I think about that. Yeah, let's give it a go. Ooh. Let's go English. Read the important information. Nope. Internet settings. Let's go. I think this needs a day 1 patch to actually work. And we have a connection. Nice. About to download update data. You can continue setting up while the update downloads. Yay. Time zone. My time zone is Berlin. With Nintendo Switch 2 you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Okay. System can stand at whatever angle you like, just pull out the rear stand. You can now connect the AC adapter to the top of the system. System battery, 71% charged. Okay. Hold the release button, pull to the side. Yeah, I know. I think it wants to do this now. Attach the left Joy-Con as well. Okay. Select next with the controller removed. Connect to TV later. View attachment guide. Skip. Choose a style. You can change it at any time. Update. And though we update. System update complete. OK. Start system transfer. Don't transfer. Select this option if you don't have a switch. OK, let's pretend we don't have one. Otherwise you could transfer your data from your switch to this here. Let's add a user. Add without signing in. You can use your Nintendo account or don't. I will just create a random user. Add another user or skip. We skip. Parental controls. Skip. If you have a micro SD express memory card, insert it. Only micro SD express cards which feature the marks shown in this image are supported. Other SD cards won't work. So make sure you get an EX card or express card if you want one. Skip. Setup complete. Go to the home menu, press the home button. And here we are. Man, the speakers are really good. So there's absolutely nothing on here. But we can check the menu. We have Nintendo Switch Online, which should be revamped by now. Game Chat, which you can get by pressing C. Who will be using Game Chat? Horst will. You have to have a Nintendo account to do that, so not yet. News. Let's check. Whose newsfeed do you want to see? Horst. Please link your Nintendo account. So, without logging in, there's not much you can do here. Nintendo eShop, let me guess. Log in. Yeah. Album. Nothing here. So this square button is also to capture screenshots and maybe even, yeah, video too. Game share. You can play together using software that supports game share. The person sharing will need to start a session while playing a compatible game. Yeah, this is, I think, if you have something like Mario Kart, you can share it with people in the room, if that actually works. Controllers. Yeah, a few options here. Virtual game cards. Whose virtual game cards you want to see? Horst. Link a Nintendo account. Again, not much. System settings. What can you do here? Airplane mode, health and safety, screen brightness. Oh, we are not even at full brightness. Let's try it. Yeah, that's bright. Okay, nice. Bluetooth audio. Pair a device. So you can use Bluetooth now? For reals? Okay, internet, parental controls, accessibility, data management. You have 232 gigs free. So this is pretty much the least filled switch you can get, where there's only the OS on there. Data management, transfer data, screenshots, users, controllers, audio, display, HDR output, TV resolution, Amiibos, themes. We have light and dark, notifications, sleep mode, and system. Oh, you can update the dock. So the dock has a firmware now. Did it have that before? I bet they did that to lock out third-party docks. Maybe there's just a key in there, and if you don't have the key as a hardware manufacturer, this will be just locked out and you can't use it. Yeah, that's very Apple-y to do, because Apple does that with hardware sometimes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there's nothing in here. Let's grab Mario Kart World And let's see how that fares here. So you still insert like this, close up, and there we have Super Mario Kart World. A new update is available. It'll download now. Download or start software. Let's download. Let's see how long the update takes. Oh, that goes pretty fast. 1 minute. Yeah, so I assume there is actually software on this card, but be aware that there are cards that don't have software on them, that are just skeletons. Okay, there's a map. It's moving a little, and it's loading.
Mario Kart World!
Oh, the screen is really good. Now let's just do a single player game. Knockout Tour, Time Trials versus Racing, Battle and Grand Prix. So it seems that there are a lot of characters here. Yeah. Let's choose a cow. Why not? Okay. So what's the appropriate vehicle for a cow? That looks about right. So if I see this correctly, there's not much you can do about the vehicle. Just choose it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little dust in the air, it seems. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's go! So yeah, it's Mario Kart, I guess. What's that now? So I think the beauty of this game should be that you can go off-road and not just stay on the tracks here. Because this is just Mario Kart with some nicer graphics. Considering that some German retailers, including Amazon, are doing Nintendo, not Nintendo, PlayStation 5 sale, where you can get a PlayStation 5 for 450 euros, the disc version that is, the Slim. So that's in direct competition to the Switch 2. I would guess that the graphics of the PlayStation 5 are better than this. So if you're just in for a racing game, maybe get GTA. Yeah, that's one happy cow. Oh, crown. Nice. So the Switch set me back about 469 euros, I think. The game is another 90. Is this a much better experience than the regular Switch, which you can get now for, say, 150 on eBay? I don't know. So, I'm not convinced, to tell you the truth, because it's not that much of a jump and I don't know what I expected. I just wanted to see how it feels, and it's a nice screen, but the OLED Switch has even a better screen. And yeah, I just did one round in Mario Kart, but it feels like Mario Kart, which probably is what you want if you buy Mario Kart. But where's the innovation? I think it's not great. It's just another Switch with a bigger screen and maybe nicer graphics. So 80 or 90 euros for a game like Mario Kart is just insane. And 460 for the console, the same. This is a 300 euro max product. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Thank you for watching Retro is the New Black. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and yeah, that really makes a difference. Thank you. Until next time. Bye bye.